Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. It's your boy Didier Bampili. In this channel, we talk about motivational speech and reaction. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to this channel. Today, we're gonna be talking about single moms. Single moms want an realistic, stable relationship. Single mom wants a higher standard, which comes with the financial issues. She's making more, she's single, and she's expecting more from the guy. So let's watch what happened in this interview.
How old are you?
I'm 29 years old.
All right. So what are we talking about? The boss chick, side chick, or are we talking about cheating or exercising options? What are we doing?
I guess exercising options.
All right. What's the issue?
I'm just 29 years old. I guess I'm just kind of like working on life every day.
Exercising. Okay. Exercising options is so something different. Are you single, married, what?
I'm single.
Do you want kids?
I have a 6-year-old.
And you're how old? 29?
I'm 29.
How long were you married to your ex-husband?
We were never married. We were
Why?
never married.
Do you want to be married?
I do. I didn't know at first, but now as I'm getting older,
You didn't know you wanted to be married at first before you had a kid?
I was just kind of young then. Well, not kind of young. I was just young and making like decisions.
You really weren't young. No,
I actually, okay, so I actually
15 is
did it.
young.
I actually
Hold on, man.
want to.
Okay. Please don't overtalk me.
Sorry.
15 is young. 23 is a fully grown adult.
Okay.
We got to start calling you ladies adults because young doesn't excuse it. So now you want to be married.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be lonely.
I get it. You want any more kids?
I do. I want one more.
All right. So I always ask this question. After you're married and pregnant with your next child, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills?
I don't. I don't.
Okay. And then what percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime? So between you and the 2 kids and your husband, I mean, you got to make this money or else the family, you can't take it out. What percentage?
It's, I would say maybe like, I want to support my husband and, support my husband, but I don't want to be like working hard. Like, I feel like, me as the mother and as a wife and as a woman.
Okay, hold on, but you're doing all that right now. As a mother and all that other stuff, you're paying 100% of the financial load.
Right.
So
and it's hard.
But in one breath you say God had an order too.
Right.
So you didn't do it God's way. So we can't say what God had intended.
Well, I'm saying I feel like God created man to be dominant. The woman to be.
Well, he created, but let's stay on task. What percentage of the overall family financial load?
I don't want to say the wrong number. But
I just asked. You don't want to. You don't want to have
like 20%.
So 20. Hello. So 20%.
20%.
So meaning. So do you want to, if you lost your job or you decided to start working, do you want the family to be significantly financially impacted in any way?
No.
Okay. So that's not 20%. That's even less. Hold on. That's like about around 10 to 5%.
Okay.
What state do you live in?
I live in Houston, Texas.
Okay. So for a typical suburban middle-class family of 4, what kind of annual income would you need to have to live the kind of life you want to have?
A family of 4?
To live the kind of life you want, I mean, Do you want to travel?
With me not working and with my husband working?
Well, let's. Do you want to travel?
Yes, I love traveling.
Do you want to travel internationally?
Yes, I'm from South America, so I want to always go see my family.
So, do you want the kids to be able to go to college if they want to?
Yes.
Do you want to be? Do you want to have to pay for that from the mother and the father? Or do you want the kid? Or do you want the kids to have to get to college debt?
No, I want to take care of my child's college expenses.
Okay. So in order to be able to live the kind of life you're talking about, be able to fund college, what kind of income do you think you would need annually?
For myself?
No, for 4 people.
I would say maybe like 200,000-300,000 if you want to live like regular.
About $300,000 a year.
Yeah, if you want to live kind of regular.
Kind of regular.
I mean, nice. If you want to live nice, like with your family.
That's fine. How tall are you? Hello.
I'm 5'6".
Are you on your?
I don't
computer?
know. I'm 5'6". No.
I need you to. Okay, man. Do me a favor. I need you to. I'm running the show. I need you to focus on the show. Okay.
I'll focus.
Dress size?
8.
Okay. How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
170.
Last couple of questions. On a scale from 1 to 10, you can't use 7. What would you rank yourself? Fresh face, out of the shower, your natural hair, no makeup, just your face.
8. Maybe. Okay. 7, 8.
You can't use 7?
7, 8.
You can't use 7. So you have to either. It's okay.
8.
So.
I mean.
Okay. So, and if you want to pay 10%, that means a man has to make around $270,000 a year. Do you care if he's black or not?
No.
Is your child's father black?
He's Afro-Latino.
Okay. What percentage of men of color then earn $250,000 or more?
I would think, I mean, now in this time and age, I don't know, maybe close to, maybe like under 50%, maybe like between 40-50%.
Earn $250,000 or more?
Oh, 250,000? Oh, I would say maybe like 50%.
50%?
Yeah, maybe like 50%.
So every other man in Houston you meet makes $250,000?
Every other man.
That's 50%. So every other man you meet in Houston, every other man you see in Houston is making $250,000. They look like they're making that kind of money.
Maybe the men that I meet.
No, man, that's not what I asked you.
No. Then no. I mean, if you want to be factual, no.
Well, I do want to be factual because it's important.
Then no.
Because if you honestly think that 40 to 50% of men make $250,000 or more when the number is actually close to 1%, there's a problem.
Wow. Yes.
Have you ever dated your child's father in the 1% of earners?
No, he's not. He makes a good amount of money, but he's not like.
Does he make over 6 figures?
Yeah, he does.
Over 150?
He makes like probably about 150.
And why didn't you? Did he make that back when you guys were together?
Yeah, he did.
So why didn't you guys get married?
I mean, I don't know. After he kind of cheated, and after he cheated, I left him.
He kind of cheated?
Yeah. Well, not kind of. He cheated, and after he cheated, I left him.
Well, in all fairness, ma'am.
But I was younger.
That's okay. At almost 30 years old, right?
But now, I don't think I would be a man for that.
Well, you better not. I mean,
wouldn't.
but you're almost 30, right?
Yeah.
What do you think the percentage chances are that a woman who's 30, almost 30 years old, with a 6-year-old, would find a man who wants to marry her, and then she doesn't have to really work and can live a upper middle class, lower upper class lifestyle? What do you, out of 100%, what do you think the likelihood of that is?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know, but me speaking for myself personally, I don't think I've dated a lot, but I don't know. I think
you gotta give me a number. I mean, that's what you're banking on.
That's
what you're banking on.
I'm gonna say 20%. I'm gonna say 20%, but I don't know. You know,
You think it's above 20% or below 20%?
I think maybe below 20%.
We're already talking about the top 1% of men. Okay, so that means 1 out of 100. And that man, we don't know how old he is, his race. We don't know if he's married or single, gay or straight. And you do what for a living again?
I have a small business.
Okay. What's that mean?
I am a permanent makeup artist.
Like eyebrows and that kind of stuff? Okay. So you didn't go to college for that?
I did not.
So how often what's the likelihood of a woman who didn't go to college marrying a guy who is likely a college graduate or a very high earning businessman? See, this is what I do. I ask you ladies questions because the lives you want, you imagine these extravagant lifestyles that and if you don't find this man, you got to pay 100%. Are you getting child support?
Yeah, I am, but I didn't put him on child support. He put himself on child support.
Okay, that's fine. But the fact of the matter is, you got to fund 100% of your life. And see, this is what men love to ask women. And I'm going to ask you, why is it that you can work to pay 100% of your life today, but you think if getting a husband, you can sit on your ass and do nothing?
I don't think that.
Okay, sit at home and only do enough to cover 10 to 20%. Men still look at that as like, that's what the question men are asking. I ask it the way men are thinking.
But I don't think that. I mean, the thing is, I don't mind. Like,
ma'am, don't mind, ma'am, but you don't want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant. You really don't want to have to work. You don't want the stress. Okay, so effectively, no matter how you say it, today I gotta be a working single mother. But if I get married, I should live a life of luxury or ease. I should not have to work like this. It shouldn't have to be this hard. Why do you get that?
I think it's kind of like, I feel like whatever life you provide for yourself, then, you kind of want like a person to like come in and like match that. Or
so you're making you're making $250,000 a year?
No. I'm not making that amount, but I can still provide like good for myself and for my child.
Do you have savings and investments?
I do have savings. I save a lot.
Okay. So if you don't get married, God forbid you don't get married, and you reach 65 mandatory retirement, are you going to have your $2.4 million in cash?
Hell no.
So everything you're talking about, whatever you do, ma'am, you're not making enough money.
Right. And that's facts.
So that's your reality. You may make money and you may do well. You're surviving, cool, whatever. But this is what men hear. She's willing to live a life like this. But in order to get married, a man needs to come in and be in the top 1% of earners. And then she should not have to work. And what does he get? He gets a kid out of the deal. And he gets to be a stepfather to somebody else's kid. And all that extra responsibility.
It's not like that, though.
Ma'am, it isn't like that. And you need to hear that. I'm telling you it's like that because that's what you just said. And you see all these hearts? These are the men saying that's what it's like. Y'all don't seem to understand what y'all say. I'll be a single mother working hard by myself, but it's hard. If I get a man, he needs to come in and make all this go away because I can do bad all by myself.
But that's not what I'm saying, though. That's what you are saying, Kevin.
Ma'am,
that is not what
check that shit.
Sir, that is not what I'm saying.
Check that shit.
Because you're trying to
check
that.
For me. No,
that's
no,
not
no,
what I'm
no,
saying.
no. I'm saying
that's not what I'm saying.
First off, don't overtalk me. Ma'am, don't get mad. Don't get upset because
I'm not mad. I'm laughing because
you're laughing.
Funny.
Well, no. What's funny
like
is
you're very funny.
No, what's funny is you thinking that half a million make $250,000. What's funny is women like you honestly thinking your reality is real. I don't think any of this is funny at all. I think it's fucking sad, honestly. And when you get upset when I'm sitting down going through the numbers, and I don't care if you don't like the way I put it, the math is the math. You said you don't want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant. Did you work while you were pregnant with your first child?
It's not.
Did you work to pay? Did you work to pay? Did you work? Did you answer my? No, you can answer my question. You can speak. Did you work when you were pregnant with your first child?
I did not.
Okay, go ahead.
I did not work.
Go ahead.
So I'm not saying that I want a man to come in and like take care of me. I like to work. I like to work just as hard, and I want to support my man as well. And at the end of the day, like me having a child, if a man chooses to come into my life and marry me with my child, that's his decision. That's because that's what he wanted to do, and that's just what we have agreed on. Like, yeah, I understand. Like a man, what man is gonna? I mean, not what man, but a man would prefer to, have a woman that does not have a child and, probably is doing this and probably can do this for herself, and why not? But I mean, I can do very well for myself, and like come into a man's life and provide a great lifestyle as well and be a good supportive woman towards my man without having to take so much from him. We can like do it together. Like, I'm not looking for no man to come and take care of me or nothing like that. Like, I'm gonna.
Okay, man. Okay, you're starting to repeat yourself, man. All that you just said, and I'm gonna go to a very simple thing: 10%. You and all the words you just said want to be responsible for 10% of $300,000. 10%. That ain't no damn support.
So what do you think?
10%. No, 10%. And you need to listen. You're responsible for 100% today. And you don't make that kind of money. You want a husband, and you want a husband to elevate your lifestyle. You don't want to keep the lifestyle. You want it to be elevated. You want to be able to travel internationally and visit your family and all this other kind of stuff.
We want to elevate each other's lifestyle.
But somebody has to pay for it.
But we can both pay for it, though.
You can't. You cannot. No, ma'am. Please. You can't if you're only responsible for 10%.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking. That's what all the men are saying. See, because what ladies like you don't like to hear is, what are you bringing to the table that is so special that a man needs to pay such a high price for? You're talking about 1 out of 100 men. Do you know the amount of women that want that man? Do you know what the competition is at your age with a child? It is exceedingly rare. This is why I said this whole thing at the beginning. I wish everybody's trying to sing Sierra's Prayer and looking for Russell Wilson. Why can't you just get an average man?
Yeah, and that's fine with me too. An average.
How much is an average man? How much is an average man? How much does an average man earn in this country?
I would say It just depends. Like,
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
That number is the same. It doesn't depend. That number is the same. What does an average man in this country earn?
so what is an average man?
Ma'am, based upon earnings.
I would say maybe between like 70 to 100,000.
And this is why men are leaving women like alone. Because this what, man, due respect, you just said you thought 50% of men made $250,000 or more when you don't make that.
I mean,
stop, ma'am. Stop. You know, you're very
I'm
wrong.
just coming up with
Stop, ma'am.
numbers at the top.
But you pulling, and that's the problem. You are a 30-year-old woman with a child, and you're pulling numbers out of the air like a kid. You should know this stuff because these are the men that you're going to have to deal with if you want to get what it is you say you want. The average man in this country, the average black man in this country earns right at $41,000 a year. The average white man earns 52. And you're saying 70, listen, you're saying 70 to 100, split the difference as 85. That is the top 15% of men. So this is the problem. Women like yourself go out into the world thinking that men are making all of this damn money. And when you find a man who is an average man, then the money ain't enough. Then you think you should get a man over here. And these men over here who are making the top 15% of men, they don't want men with pre-made families. They want to make their own because they know they're in demand.
50,000. So I guess I'm an average lady. So I need to look for the same thing.
You're a baby mama, yeah.
Okay.
You're a baby mama with a permanent makeup business. No disrespect, but that it's not. You're not going to be up for the Nobel Peace Prize. What makes you special other than you're cute?
Nobody said that.
That's my point.
That's
my point.
That.
So
that's
I'm saying, I am saying that an average man is only in this generation, an average man is an insult. And 50, 70 years ago, pretty women, cute women were with average, hardworking factory men every day. Mm-hmm. But today, women who are adjustable sixes, I give you an adjustable six. That's cute to pretty. But you got to knock off something for the kid and the weight, but still adjustable six. Adjustable six. Y'all, you ladies, not just you, but women seem to think as they get older and more experienced that their value increases, and it decreases.
It decreases, and I understand that.
So, if your child's father, you said you didn't get with him because he cheated, okay. But if he was earning the kind of money you're talking about, I've said it before and I'll say it again, you don't tend to get higher than your baby daddy. Now, would you honestly date a man who was making $25 an hour or $21 an hour?
I personally wouldn't, because I make more than that. So I wouldn't want that. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. It's not like, you know, I'm shutting that down for anybody else. It's just like for me personally, because, you know, I do make, I'm not, you know, I'm able to.
This is why I have zero sympathy for women like you who will find yourself at the end of life out of money. I hope you find a bench or a nice tent to live in.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.